Hello everybody, and welcome to this Let's Play for Medieval 2 Total War. This is the first of what I hope to be a series of Let's Plays, largely focusing on the history of England as well as I created. So we'll be focusing on a number of games through the Total War series and a couple of other things as England, leading them to glory and honor and so forth. Right. The commentary also will be live, so I apologize if I trip over words like I did just there. But I hope you'll find this to be, to some degree, helpful and educational, as well as, of course, entertaining. So, that said, let us begin this Let's Play of Medieval 2 Total War. Right. First thing that I typically do when uh, starting off is building roads. Roads are an excellent way to improve income in a region, and also to allow faster unit movement. Always a good thing if you're being threatened. And our first goal of this game will be to consolidate our power here in the British Isles. So that means taking out these rebel settlements here, Ireland, Wales, and York, Northumbria region, and then pressing into Scotland. Yes, get those people out of the way. And of course also down here in France, maybe make buddy-buddy with them, maybe not. Not too sure how honorable I want to be in terms of world politics, so to speak. But first, let's send this diplomat down here to France and see what I can get from them. Trade rights is always nice. Give you map information as well, because you're not going to invade England. You don't know how to use boats, you stupid Frenchman. And let's get some money for that. Let's get... Could I talk you out of 1,000? Balanced? Very good. Balanced. Excellent. Well, lovely speaking with you. Very good. Also, I forgot to mention, always a good idea as England to consolidate your power here in northern France. You, of course, start out with Normandy, being William the Conqueror, who is from Normandy, but also taking over the Low Countries here in Belgium, Netherlands region is also a good idea, because it gives you a nice little power base to push down into France, though these are towns, so they'll be money centers, not military centers. Up here, let us create a few troops. Horsemen are good. I do tend to focus on horsemen maybe too much. I don't know. I quite enjoy them. They're very good, and I think a good value for what they give you. What should we build here? Mines. Mines are good. I find that it's generally best to try to get a few economy buildings in cities first before you start focusing on happiness, because as you see here, green face, green face, green face, happiness not a major concern at this point. So we will take these two mans and move them up here. This whole lot and move them here. And that'll go back up once the recruitment finishes this turn. And Prince Rufus, the charming Prince Rufus, will be our first line of attack against the rebels here. And hopefully we'll get the mission from the Council of Nobles that will give me some money for taking that city that I would have done anyway. Right, the spy. Move him up here into the northern regions to take a peek at Scotland. Now you see Scotland starting with only one territory. You can see the blue border here, but grey along the outside. So they don't have Inverness, that's the settlement that's about here or so. And of course nobody starts with Ireland. So they only have one settlement to start with, which makes them not weak, actually, because they start with 2 half-stacked armies and 3 family members all in the same area. They could throw themselves pretty nicely at anything they wanted to and take it over. Thankfully, though, in the AI hands, not the most intelligent. So we've got roads there, units, levy spears, and a couple of horsemen. As I said, I like my horsemen. And Robert, our family member here, I believe King William's brother, will be moving around to take these cities. I think this is Bruges. I'm not quite sure of the name. Um, this city is actually fairly well defended from the start, so we're going to hit Rons here. I think that's how you say that. I'm not French. But we'll hit Rons first and take that settlement. So ideally we can hit this, and then sweep these men down into Wales and take that over, really before Scotland gets moving too terribly quickly. Also, we have Cecilia here. 4 hearts, or sorry, not 4, 3, I can count. And what we'll do with her is put her on a boat. Come here. Put you on a boat. In order to come into this region and get her diplomacy up. Use her to talk to the French, use her to talk to the Holy Romans, the Germans over here, and then maybe pull her, usually someone from Spain and Portugal and the Moors will come up, and maybe an Italian or two will cross through the Alps there, and we'll have her have a chat with them, maybe get her rating up a bit, so we could either marry her off and get an alliance with somebody, which would be excellent, or alternatively, we could also use her to steal a general, which is also quite fun, and not just a little infuriating, I'd like to think. And also a priest here, our English Cardinal Aston. London, only 85% Catholic. Nottingham region only 90%, so we'll put him here, let him convert these lovely people down here on the southern coast of England to the Catholic faith. Yes. And I think that pretty much sums us up for this turn here. Oh, merchant. Samuel Black, our merchant, almost useless, damn near. But we will put him. What should I get for this? Take a step this way, Mr. Black. Take another step this way, Mr. Black. 5 florins to 6. Oh, 6 is more than 5. And we're getting 6 florins a turn. Excellent. And then maybe we'll stick him on one of these wine resources here. We get 12 florins a turn once we take over the Rons region of France. And Robert will prepare to attack Rons in a turn or so. So, that concludes us for this turn. Let us see what the AI does. Scotland comes to speak with us. Some nonsense troop movement. And that seems to be it. There it is. You see? 2,500 florins for doing what I would do anyway. Quite lovely. There was actually one campaign where I played as Denmark over here, and first thing I did was put my diplomat on a boat, sailed him over, and talked to York, and bought them, turned it into a castle, and took over England from York, which was an interesting move, and one that I've not ever been able to repeat, but still quite fun and effective. Effective, that's true. So, Prince Rufus, you kindly move up and move to assault York. I will take this group of peasants and stick him in Nottingham, or not. I will not stick him in Nottingham. You'll get a peasants next turn. No governance, but that'll be, again, ameliorated when the peasants come in. And let us... Yes, garrison quarters. I don't want to invest too much in this castle, though, because really, once Edinburgh's taken over, once the Scots are taken over, no real need to have anything in England other than towns, and maybe a token garrison in each. It's a very low likelihood that the AI would ever send ships over to invade, although for some reason Portugal tends to contest Ireland for some reason. I don't know if it's because they're Catholic, or because really down here Iberia's cut up between the Moors, the Spanish, and the Portuguese already, so they have no real options to expand other than fighting amongst themselves.